1. Sometimes if I've had too much of people, I like to go out into the desert, which has been a place of reflection for centuries. I like to come out here and breathe in the crisp air, feel the warmth of the sun on my shoulders, and just forget about the world for a while. Los Angeles is basically a desert, with very limited water resources and just a little bit away from Palm Springs. I have the day off and I should probably spend it in bed doing nothing, relaxing, that kind of thing. But for some reason, I don't want to. I get into my car, blast some music, and 2.5 hours later I find myself walking on the dry land, surrounded by mountains, reaching for the sky. I have been here a few times, each time exploring a different hike. This time I head to the waterfall in Taquitos Canyon. It's about a half-mile walk, and I scramble up the trail over the big boulders and jagged rocks. The pamphlet up front said that I could see mountain sheep out here, but it's around 10 a.m., and I know that most wildlife like to take naps during the middle of the day. Families and couples pass me, holding hands, helping their children along the way to hear the sounds of nature. There's a creek running down past me. The humidity is hovering around 10%. I'm not used to the harshness of desert air, but the sky is piercing blue. The waterfall is visible from about 50 feet away, and I walk up to the crystal-clear pool of water into which it dumps. Somebody's trying to scramble a large, perfectly round boulder out in the distance. He pushes off nearby walls and launches himself to the top. I wade into the water. I'm not wearing a bathing suit, but I go waist-deep anyway. I figure my shorts and underwear are going to dry by the time I get back to the car. After taking a few pictures and selfies, I sit down on a jagged rock and enjoy the moment. Luke, my boyfriend, is in Wichita now, spending time with his family. I was invited to go, and I thought that I would, but when the time came, I had pushed him away. Upset and annoyed with me, he went by himself, probably offering his family a tepid excuse, or perhaps not saying anything at all. I'm angry with myself, annoyed and frustrated. He's been the one good thing that has happened to me. He was the one who came in and picked me up and put up with all of my crap, broke down all of my defenses. But then when it came down to it, I pushed him away. I don't know why this relationship is so hard for me, except that's a lie. I know perfectly well. My family life has been less than ideal, to use coded psychological language. My parents had a toxic, codependent relationship, and my mom and I have always butted heads about practically everything. When my sister went missing, all of our scars that had been buried deep inside were brought up to the surface. I'd packed my bag to go to Wichita. But instead of getting on that plane, I ended up here in the desert, searching for something that I know exists 1,500 miles away. Why couldn't I get on that plane? Why couldn't I go and be there for him? The way he has been there for me. As I drive out of the canyon, I see the areas of green leading into the dark brown rocks of the surrounding mountains and the palm trees growing in the valley below. The few times that I've been here in the height of winter, the mountaintops have been painted white, capped with snow all around, giving it a particularly magnificent look against the ocean of palm trees. I stopped to eat at a restaurant on Indian Canyon Boulevard. It's highly rated on Yelp, and the food doesn't disappoint. I have some waffles with Nutella, a plate of blueberries and strawberries, the fluffiest pancakes, and the most delicious crepe I've ever had. It's smothered in crème anglaise, which has somehow been made into vegan crème anglaise. As I savor my food, I consider staying the night. I have my bag packed and nothing to get back to.